What's up, everybody? Is Danny here? See, Danny, I'm using your bag that you sent me. See, my Danny sent me this bag. And I'm using her bag, honey. Listen. Good afternoon, everybody. I wasn't going to come live today, and this is not going to be a long live because I was just coming to get some. I was going to talk about this yesterday, but the live yesterday started running so long. I was like, this is a whole topic unto itself. Some will agree, some will not, and that is fine. Y'all know I'm okay with it. I'm okay with y'all disagreeing with me. My baby Hershey LaCour. Y'all know Hershey LaCour. Y'all remember we interviewed Hershey LaCour. Hershey LaCour is on Chasing LA. I saw Hershey LaCour's TikTok, and Hershey doesn't agree with me either, and it's okay because it's all about love. Hey, Monk Chip. Listen, it's so good to see you. I saw you at El Teddy's the other day. It's so good to see you. I know you work really hard and you are away, but trust and believe that when you are not around, I miss you. Just like I was looking for Belief the other day, and she popped and dropped a comment on my Chasing LA. So I'm good to know that she's around. I know she's got a lot going on. So when she's not around, I know she's probably just dealing with stuff or traveling for work. So, but it is good to see everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Ebbs. Let me go and do my roll call, and then we're going to get started. The Great Hot Mess. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Unless you changed your name, I'm not familiar. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, little baby, Dominique. Monk Chip, I already spoke to. Brandon. Hey, love. Hey, babe. Just Coco, how you doing? Sugar Honey Iced Tea, yes. Karen Wilson, how you doing, babes? The Prince. Oh, what's up? What's up? I know who that is. What's up, girl? Number one Eagle fan. Hey, Xavier. Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Hey, China White said, I hope people don't take Monique's advice of waking up to people to discuss the bonnets they're wearing on their heads. Someone gonna get punched out. Oh, to walking up. I said waking up. Sorry. Walking up. Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't suggest people walking up to nobody any more than anything else you see that you don't like. I mean, it's your opinion. You keep it to yourself. Like, people going to do what they're going to do. But, yeah, I know who you are. The P.O. The P.O. was in the house, honey. Faces P.O. was in the house, baby. Hey, boo. Abby, we did the whole Ready to Love yesterday. We did the whole Ready to Love conversation yesterday. We did it yesterday. Hey, Tracy. Girl, it's raining here too. Well, they said it was going to rain all weekend, and the temperatures have been low. Shoot, yesterday I had to turn my heat on for a few minutes because I had opened up my windows and to let some breeze in. And so when I came downstairs yesterday morning, it wasn't that cold upstairs in my room. But when I came downstairs yesterday morning, baby, I was like, ooh. I had to knock that. Had to turn the heat on for about 10, 15 minutes. That was you. I thought that was you, Eagle fan, and I did thank you, but I didn't want to say it was you if it wasn't you. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I did thank you yesterday, and I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I don't want to be calling people government name, but the emoji for your Cash App made me think it was you because it's an Eagles fan. It's a Philadelphia Eagle emoji, and I know that you Eagle fan, so I thought it was you. Thank you so much, baby. That was such a blessing. Mwah. Thank you so much. Like I said, y'all just don't know sometimes when I be hitting that, sometimes y'all be hitting me in that Cash App at the right time, honey. Y'all just don't be knowing, honey. Earlier this week, the struggle was real, and then I looked in my Cash App because y'all know I don't always have my phone on, and I didn't hear it, and I just happened to look in my Cash App, and I saw the total, and I was like, what happened? And then I looked and I saw that blessing. So thank you so much. Again, y'all don't have to do it. So when you do, it is much appreciated as always. And like I said, y'all be having perfect timing. I ain't lying. Sometimes y'all be hitting me at the right time in the right place. Somebody hit me yesterday. And they said it was for to treat myself to lunch, honey. And I went to the Cracker Barrel today. I got breakfast and lunch for what you treated me to. So thank you so much. Well, dinner, because I got me a meal for tonight. So when I get off of here, I'm going to warm up my dinner. And then we're going to get started on some reviews for tonight. So, Monique, y'all know I've been giving Monique the blues for about 3 years now. When did Monique hit us with the Let's Boycott? Wait a minute, hold on. I think with the Let's Boycott Netflix. Oh shoot, that's not what I meant to do. Daggone it. I done hit the wrong thing. Thank you. Again, I think I know who this is, but again, that's what I said. I thought I heard my Cash App go off. I don't want to call the wrong name, but thank you again for the blessing. I appreciate it. I'm about to send you a heart back now, so you know I got it. Thank you so much. And Tracy, I thanked you yesterday, but thank you again, baby. Thank you again. Y'all, thank you for the blessing. It is much appreciated. It is. So, okay. Not wearing bonnets outside is a matter of discussion within a household and should be taught and trusted and respect by respected people to say bonnet wears. Whispers, I prefer people not wear them in public. Monk Chip, thank you. I thought I knew it was, because again, some of y'all, I know y'all government name. Thank you, Monk Chip. Mwah. Thank you so much. It is so appreciated. Thank you, love. Thank you. Monique needs to go run back to daddy and mind her business. Go make Netflix. Got your money. Go make Netflix. Got your money. Huh? What's up, Face? Hey, I don't know. I ain't see you come in, but somebody's speaking to you, so you must be around here somewhere. So let me say this. I'm going to play this little tidbit, and then we'll talk about it, because like I said, some of y'all are going to agree, some of y'all ain't going to agree, and that's okay, because we family, and that's what families do. Let me pull this up. Oh, shoot. Did I lose my... I hope I didn't lose my mark. Got to the airport, yes. Okay, because I had it queued up. But let me play this a little bit. This is Monique, the comedian Monique. Today, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get him in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count, and too many for me to tap. But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and these slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home? Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride. I'm not saying you don't have pride, but the representation that you're showing, someone would have to ask you to know that you had it. So my sweet babies, for the ones that do call me auntie, I love you for real. Even the ones that don't, I love y'all asses too. But okay. Let me preface before I get into this conversation that I love all of y'all and I hope y'all love me. But I 120% agree with Monique. $120% agree with Monique. I have a problem with the bonnets, and I have said this before. I've said it on here before, and I've talked to y'all about that before. It irks me to my soul when I see women out here with these bonnets on. Irks me to my soul. It irks me to my soul as when I'm in school and these girls show up with these bonnets on their head and these slippers on their feet. It bothers me. When I was growing up, I told y'all, we traveled a lot when I was younger, and we traveled by car. We ain't do no whole lot of flying. But it's not a different. See, that's the problem, Xavier. It's not different. Why is it different for school, but it's okay for them to go out in the street like that? Why is that different? Why is it different? And it's not a wrong opinion. It's my opinion. And my opinion is mine. Your opinion is yours. It's not wrong. It's mine. It's just different from yours. But so we traveled a lot by car. Well, yeah, I told you my parents, we had a camper and we camped a lot. And so we traveled a lot by car. And a lot of times we would leave the house at 2, 3 in the morning, depending on how far we were going and what track. Like, for example, for a weekend like this being Memorial Day weekend, we always went somewhere Memorial Day weekend, right? Any 3-day weekend, we was always gone somewhere. And if we left early in the morning to try to beat traffic, you know, sometimes we would get on the road 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It might depend. My mother, and back in the day, we wore curlers in our hair. Now, people don't wear curlers no more. They just wrap their hair up and put on a scarf. That's fine. It's whatever. But we wore them big old pink curlers or the sponge curlers, depending on what my hair was doing, okay? My mother never made us take them out of our head just to walk to the car. We could just put the scarf on our head and keep it moving. But if we stopped at a gas station to get gas, or we stopped at a rest stop to go to the bathroom for whatever reason, I mean, not for whatever reason, but to go to the bathroom, if we got out the car, my mother made us take the curlers out our hair. And when I say our, because I got a little sister too, and she did it too. My mother never got out the car with them curlers in her hair. She did it. That's just how I was raised. I do it to this day. I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't live in my mama's house. I wear pajama pants all day long. Y'all see my t-shirt underneath. And if sometimes y'all seen me stand up, and you see it on camera that I got on pajama pants. I wear pajama pants all day long around the house. But if I decided I want to run to the 7-Eleven and get a soda, I change my pants. I wear these Ugg slippers around the house all day long. All day long. But if I decided I want to run down here to the 7-Eleven to get me a soda or whatever, I put on my shoes, my Crocs, my sneakers, whatever. Now listen, it's just my opinion. But I disagree with the fact that it's okay. And I see, I'm gonna get to y'all's comments in a minute because I'm gonna let y'all be heard. Y'all know I'm not gonna keep it one-sided. But I understand people saying, oh, well, it's just a different era now. Oh, it's just new school. It's this. But that's part of the problem. In my opinion, that's part of the problem in this. Again, I see it from a perspective of what I've dealt with as an educator. All of it for me is connected. It's all connected. And so when I first started teaching, somewhere there was a connection between parents and teachers. There was a level of, camaraderie and respect among us. And it just seems like all of that has gone by the wayside. And it just seems like, because here's the reality of the situation. I do feel like it is connected to your pride and how you feel about yourself. That's just me. You walking out the house, those are house clothes. Pajamas, slippers, bonnets, that's house clothes. That stays in the house. It irks my soul. I can't stand it. Now, I ain't gonna tell no other grown person what to do. No, certainly not. Because that's they grown and that's what they do. But I can't stand it. All right, I'm gonna read some of these comments and then we're gonna roll on. I'm gonna try to go to the top of where I see people. Okay, first of all, the airport, not a damn corporate job interview. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. Are you saying this to yet women as well? I don't know. I don't know what yet. Are you trying to say white women? I ain't never seen no white women walking around in bonnets, but I don't care who's wearing the bonnet. I don't care who's wearing the bonnet. I don't care who's wearing the pajama pants. I don't care who's wearing the slippers. For me, this ain't a color issue for me. I think Monique was talking to black women, but for me, it ain't no color issue. It's whoever got on the bonnets, the slippers, and the pajama pants. That is me. Black people need to let go of respectability. I don't feel like this is respectability politics. This has nothing to do with, I don't know how this has anything to do with politics. Monique needs to worry about Monique. The world is a different place now. I disagree, but okay. This is sad. What is sad, Evie? I was always taught to always look nice. It's a sense of pride. I agree. I'm team mind the business that pays you, but it's a standard. But this is standard respectability. There's nothing unique about the conversation. She didn't lie. I agree with Monique as well. We love you, really be. I read that already. Listen, I completely agree with Monique and say it often. Put some real pants, take off the bonnets, and let's be clear, leggings are acceptable. Yeah, I have no problem with leggings. I immediately look away, and that's dismissive. Not good at all, but real. I don't like seeing people in their pajamas outside of the house. Bed clothes belong in the bed. Agreed. Makes it hard for me to take them seriously. True. So what's wrong with the bonnet? I just don't like it. I think that's a bonnet is what you sleep in. It's not what you wear outside. I'm sorry. Comb your hair. When you go outside, comb your hair. If you wrapped your hair the night before, what you hold. Let me ask a question. What you saving it for? If you wrapped your head up last night, the purpose of wrapping your hair up is so that it's decent the next day when you go outside. Why you still got the bonnet on all day? I don't understand. I iron my t-shirts before going on a liquor. I'm not doing this with you, face. It's a girl that I work with wears a bonnet, and we work as a nurse at a nursing home, and management doesn't say nothing. See, if I was management, I would. A school is a professional place. The airport nor the mall is not. I don't see what. I don't. Okay, Zabby, that's your opinion. Okay. I have to straddle the fence on this one. It depends on the setting, like washing clothes or running to the grocery store for something quick. It's a different era, even wearing activewear on a daily basis. And if someone is too consumed with their appearance, then you get criticized them and count their money. I don't think it has to be about counting money for somebody to be presentable when they walk out of the house. It doesn't have to be that you just got your hair done or you got a $300 wig on. It just means you combed your damn hair that morning before you left the house and brushed your teeth. And because you know what I see? When I see somebody outside like that in public, the first thing I think is, damn, they ain't washed their ass today. Because what I'm thinking is, if you still have on your pajamas, that's what you slept in. So you mean to tell me you got up out and took pajamas off, took a shower, and put pajamas back on? That don't even make no damn sense. You wear clothes outside. You wear pajamas inside. That's what we do. The mall and school and the airport is a public place. Yes. All I can do is make sure I look good every time I step out. The next person can't be inspired, nor not. I hope I send a decent message by how I present myself. There's a time and place for everything. I'm sorry, I'm with Mo. Come on, black women and girls. You have to do better. Go back and look at the women in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Black women and girls had pride about themselves. Men and boys, pull up your pants. Exactly. To me, that's the same as when we tell a young man pull up his pants and stop showing us his drawers. To me, it's the same mindset. It's the same concept. My girls can't roll with me nowhere looking any kind of way. Exactly. Hold on. I lost my place, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me scroll back up. Okay. I totally get it. It's slovenly. And I know you see it different because as a teacher, you can have your parents show up to a meeting or pick up their child in pajamas with no bra and house shoes. And I've seen it. We have had parents show up to the school in their pajamas with no bra on, smelling like last night's situation. Okay. And they bonnet. And I'm like, wow, I would be so fucking embarrassed if my mama showed up to the school looking like this. I would be so fucking embarrassed. I admit I'll purchase pajama pants that look like activewear for me to go outside. Did they stop dress codes in schools? They didn't necessarily stop the dress code. I mean, I can't speak for all schools, but like I know for my school, we still have a dress code, but the kids are going to always push the envelope, and then we got to send them home, and then we got to deal with that. So yeah, I mean, they're things that they can't wear in school. But that becomes a whole nother situation too. I think this is the thing. It's about how you were raised. I do think people will treat you differently based on the parents. I would not do it, but to each his own. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, am I gonna roll up on somebody and be like, girl, you need to take that bonnet off? No, I'm not doing all that. But do I have my opinion? Yes, I do. Hey, Robert Brown, how you doing? People have different rules about dress nowadays. That doesn't make it okay. At least in my mind. Down here in Houston, Texas, that is what a lot of women I see wear bonnets all the time and just shake my head. Yeah. And of course, now they're making them cute and pretty and designs and all kinds of stuff on it, Well, I'm tired of leggings. Yeah, I don't really wear leggings either, but that's just a personal thing. I'm just not a big leggings person. I think I own one pair of leggings. But there's some people that wear leggings all the time. It's their thing. It's no, the leggings I'm not, don't really bother me. You shouldn't walk to the end of your driveway to the mailbox looking like that. Listen, I wouldn't. Some people don't wrap their head up at night. What does that? Okay. I don't wrap my hair up at night. Did you hear about Kevin Hart regrets supporting Monique? No, I didn't hear about that. I agree. When you leave your house, you should look presentable. I may not be dressed in my best when I leave the house, but I may have on a t-shirt, pants, and tennis shoes. Yeah, I mean, just outdoor clothes. Outdoor clothes. You got indoor clothes. You got outdoor clothes. Wear the outdoor clothes. Pajamas, house shoes, horseshoes, in my opinion, are meant to be worn in the house. I think you meant to say how. I think you said house shoes. That's how I was raised. Exactly. That's just how I was raised. People have no dignity, self-respect, and true Black pride, like Diane Carroll, Felicia Rashad, Oprah, etc. My grandmother's generation had class no matter the socioeconomic status. And that is true. You could have been poor and couldn't afford no better, but it might have had holes in it. It might have been threadbare, but it was going to be ironed. It was going to be clean, and you were going to wear it with a sense of pride. And I just feel like just because we've gotten away from certain things doesn't make it okay. I think that's part of the problem of where we are in society today is that we've gotten away with some of the basic things that I think, again, it's just my opinion, that I think we should be still doing. I'm just trying to get caught up on the comments. I think it's like a styling, just like do-rags. I don't like them do-rags either. Do-rags are to be worn at night. You want to try to get waves in your hair, you wear them at night. That is what they're there for. I feel the same way about do-rags. Hey, Shan. Those girls look the way some folks think of them. Well, I wear some leggings, but I'll be matching it. I have to be comfortable, and sometimes for me it's easy. Yeah, I mean the leggings are outdoor clothes. Like leggings are outdoor clothes. So where the hell do you have to go later that you need the damn bonnet? Right, like you wearing a bonnet. I mean, let's be clear. The plane is not your personal. Thank you, Retro Babe. The plane is not your bedroom. So just because you flying somewhere and you're going to be on a plane for the next, 6 or 7 hours, that's not your bedroom. If you want a personal space on an airplane, buy a first class ticket and you will have your own area. I mean, depending on the flight. Now, there are some flights that you get into first class and you got your own pod. You know what? When you were in your own pod, do whatever you want to do in your own pod, okay? Thank you, Retro Babe. Let me see. I lost my place again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get caught up on the comments. Trying to get caught up. I can't front. I don't wear regular shoes on weekends. Now I wear actual clothes, and my bedroom slippers look like loafers, but still. I do have some Uggs, and people think that they're slippers, but they're really just like Uggs loafers, but they're like the men's loafers, but they are loafers and not slippers. I ain't gonna lie, I've had people looking at me crazy sometimes with those, and I'd be like, they think I got on some damn slippers. Really, I grew up when people cared about their appearance. People have changed. Too many people don't take pride in things they once did, unfortunately. I agree. Yeah, I can't do the do-rag thing either. Confession, I do not wear pajamas and bonnets outside. Now, that aside, when I'm home all day, I shower and put on new pajamas just to listen, I have friends like my cousin before COVID. My cousin worked from home. And that was, because the reason why I say before COVID, because a lot of people did it after COVID. But before COVID, my cousin worked from home. And she would do that. She would do that. She would get up in the morning, she would take a shower, and she would put pajamas on. So I know that people do it, but I'm saying that's what I see. When I'm outside and I see people walking around in pajama pants and bonnets, that's what in my mind translates to, you ain't even washed your ass this morning. And you may very well have, but I'm saying that's what my mind translates to. You know what I'm saying? They come to court. See, how you showing up for court in pajamas? Oh, Lord. I definitely won't have on a bonnet or a scarf unless it's a hair wrap. Yeah, I can understand a hair wrap. Yeah, hair wrap. Mm-hmm. Oh, I know we do. We have luxury lines that have bonnets and do-rags and all of that. We got the imitation Louis Vuitton and the Gucci. We got the real, the real deal. We got people who have, and I get it because it's all about supply and demand. Once people started turning bonnets into fashion statements, well, hell, why not throw some designs and some zigzags and some logos and all that and make a little bit of coin? Just because people are making coins off of it still don't mean that I agree with it. Hey, O Street, what's up? Absolutely nothing wrong with what Monique said, and I'm definitely not an advocate. And that's what I had to start at the beginning. Listen, y'all know me and Monique ain't really been getting along a lot these last few years, okay? I ain't really agree with most of what Monique said. But on this one, me and her, here. We are right here. One ply leg. I'm not doing this with y'all. I have worn bonnets and scarves in the airport until I get to my destination when traveling with my girls. But PJs outside, that's nasty. In the 70s and 80s, I saw mothers wearing scarves on their heads when cleaning the house, taking the kids to the park, going to the supermarket. What's wrong with walking out in leggings and a t-shirt and sneakers and putting your hair in the top knot with a ponytail? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, and the funny thing is, when half these women take the bonnets off, their hair looks fine underneath. So I'm not I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Listen, last week when I had to walk that dog at 2 a.m., I was in my pajamas with no shoes on and a scarf. Okay, you said no shoes on. Okay, that's country. 2 a.m. walking the dog. I'm not even talking. You're not even in. That's not even in my equation. 2 a.m. walking a dog. I wouldn't even. I mean, walking a dog around the block, I probably would have on my pajamas and my scarf. I'm not saying that I would put on a full outfit to do that. That's not what I'm saying. What's up, KFS? Hold on. Did I get caught up? I think I'm almost caught up. Shoot. I was raised old school West Indian. You don't even wear the same clothes in your house that you wear outside. You don't wear church clothes either. Well, listen, I went to Catholic school my whole life. And the first thing we had to do, as soon as we got home from school, we had to change out of our uniform and hang our uniform up. First thing we had to do, we never wore our uniform outside of going to school. Same thing with church clothes. You came home from church, the first thing you did was took your clothes off and put on your house clothes. We even had different clothes to play in. You put on your play clothes. You had play clothes to go outside and play in. We just did. That's what it is. Bonnets should only stay on in the house. I agree. See, I have agreed with Monique on most things, and this is the thing I haven't agreed with. But going to the airport in a bonnet and house slippers is a disrespect to your whole generation who raised you. That's just extreme. Yeah. Again, I'm out. We'll listen to the rest of this live later. My 10-year-old nephew wants to go out and hit golf balls. All right, babe. Have a good day. And thanks again. If it's that bad, I put on a baseball cap, If you can't put your hair in a ponytail, put a hat on. If you can put your hair in a ponytail, just put your hair in a ponytail, girl. Hey, Kings Mina, where you been, girl? Hey, Reese's, hey. Your mother wasn't trying to iron them pleats, girl. You ain't know? Child. That was Sunday. Listen, Sunday was the day you had to iron up your uniforms for the week, honey. My kids will change out of their school and church clothes, and yes, they have play clothes. Yeah, we had a whole set of clothes that was play clothes. Right, hang up my uniform and put on my play clothes. Now I ain't get caught out there in no bonnet and PJ. Hell, I might run into Joe at the Walmart. Everybody go to Walmart. Just don't like policing black women, period. Leave us be. Life throws us enough challenges. I don't see this. Okay. All right, hold on. I think I'm almost caught up on the comments. Let me say my piece. One of the problems is are people lounging around the house and getting in their beds after going outside. It sounds unhygienic to me. That's true too. So let me say this. And, I told y'all this wasn't going to be a long live. I don't really have nothing else to really talk about. So I just came on here to say my piece about this. But let me say this. And this is how I feel about this as well. I also think that's part of what we've gotten away from. Again, growing up in my neighborhood, I told y'all I had a death in my family a few weeks ago. The funeral was last Saturday. And one of the things, the whole neighborhood was that I grew up in. When I say the whole neighborhood, I mean, we were all at the funeral. All the kids, we grown now, we got our own kids, all of that. We were all at the funeral. The parents from the neighborhood were at the funeral. And part of it is because the neighborhood that I grew up in, it was that kind of neighborhood where the adults policed us. If we were down the street acting a fool, somebody from down the street called our parent. Why somebody knocking on my door like it's the police? You hear somebody knocking on my door like it's the police? Hold on, y'all. Oh, okay. I thought it might have been you. Oh, Lord. Thank you, because my key in my suitcase somewhere. Okay, I'm live. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're fine. That's the only reason why I got up, because I said it might be you. Because, I don't be answering no doors. And so I said, so what I'm saying is, they would police us. If we were down the street acting a fool, trust and believe somebody would call my mama. Somebody would call the mama. And by the time I got home, my mama knew exactly what I was doing, where I was, who I was with. And it wasn't out of being nosy. It wasn't out of being, oh, well, stay out of my business. It was making sure that we were not getting in trouble outside. It was about other people, because you know what the whole thing about it takes a village. So I feel like I feel like, so now fast forward 20, 30 years later, we're all grown, we're all adults, and we still have that connection. We still have that family there where one of the matriarchs, this was one of the women that would call. One of the matriarchs in the neighborhood passed on, and we were all there to show our respect and our reverence to this woman. And not one time did anybody call my house, did my mama say, mind your business, don't worry about what my kids are doing. It was, thank you so much. Thank you for letting me know. And vice versa. And the other thing was that they all had each other's phone numbers, right? My mama had everybody's phone number. Everybody had my mama's phone number. We were all connected that way. And I think we have gotten away from that. And I think that's part of the problem. And that's part of the breakdown in our neighborhoods. And so whenever people say, well, she just need to mind her business. Well, I just think I think that's part of the problem. I think that's part of the problem of where we are right now as a society, not just a Black society, but a society as a whole. When I can see, I know who you are, and you know who I am, and I can see that your child is doing something that's inappropriate or wrong, or something that's eventually going to get them caught up, and I don't feel like I can call or I can't reach out to you because you're going to cuss me out. That's a problem. And I told y'all that's the kind of stuff that I deal with right now on my job, where don't nobody want to hear nothing bad about their kid. Nobody wants to hear anything that their child is doing that's not perfect. And what ends up happening is, so then people stop telling you stuff, and then somebody come along, pick your child up, your child get arrested, and now y'all want to know, well, who is going to help me? Well, people tried to help you. I tried to tell you that your child cussed me out, but you told me that it didn't happen. I tried to tell you that I saw your child, start that fight, but you told me that didn't happen. Now, fast forward, your child done got arrested, and you looking for somebody to come and help you. I live in a neighborhood where we all grew up that way, and now we as adults and parents look out for. That's what I'm saying. We're the same way. We all listen. The people in my neighborhood, we all still know each other. During this whole pandemic, we've been on Zooms together, checking in with each other. Like, we grew up together. We used to hang out and trust and believe. I would get home and my mama knew exactly where I was and who I was with. My mama would be like, Mr. Preston said that y'all was throwing that football over there down on such and such street again. Y'all know if y'all hit so-and-so car, he gonna call the police. Why do y'all keep going to that street? I'll be like, God damn. How she know we was there? Because somebody done called her. I was fighting one time. My mama knew I was fighting before I got home. How the hell she know I was down there fighting? We were at the funeral, and a group of us was sitting on like one pew, but we all had on masks, right? And so I saw one of the fathers come in, and I was like, there go Booby Father right there. Booby was our nickname for him. I was like, there go Booby Father right there. They was like, for real? And we looked, and they were like, oh, yeah, that's Booby Father. So he was coming past us, and I was like, oh, so you're not going to speak? And he looked, because we all had on our masks, and so we all pulled our masks down, and he was like, oh, what's up? And we sat there and had a whole conversation, and we hadn't seen him in a while, you know what I'm saying? But he saw our face, and then he knew who we were. And it's just that. So when people say, well, let them do what they're going to do, what's the big deal? I mean, like I said, I ain't walking up to nobody. Because the reality is, I ain't trying to get cussed out, because then it's going to be a whole nother conversation. But I just don't think Monique was wrong for saying what she said. I just don't. I agree 100%. The airport is not a village. Sorry. Huh? What? Huh? I don't even understand what you mean by that, KFS, but okay. As someone who was raised in a similar village, I have seen that same village become toxic and used as an excuse for people to avoid taking accountability for their kids. Now, this is just my experience. I can't take away your experience. And that's it, y'all. And some people ain't grow up with a village, and it shows. You're right. There are a lot of untried methods that people want to use to shape and govern society, and people seem more unhinged and unhappy now versus in the past. Hold on, let me read that one more time. There are a lot of untried methods that people want us to use to shape and govern society, and people seem more unhinged and unhappy now versus in the past. Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, no generation was perfect. So I'm not going to look back and say, oh, my life, it was all perfect. No, it wasn't. And we still had issues and we still had problems. But I'm just saying, as a whole, just certain values were instilled in me. Certain things were instilled in me. And that's not to say that my mama better than your mama if your mama didn't teach you that. I ain't saying that either, so don't spin that narrative. I'm just saying that for me, this is my experience, and that's why I don't have a problem with what Monique said, and I actually agree with it. Really be the world has gotten so much more complicated. You have so much drug use by people. Many parents have seen child abusers, fast food galore everywhere. I mean, what they got to do with people wearing bonnets, though? I grew up in the crack era. I grew up in Washington, D.C. in the 1980s. It don't get more crackety crack than that. What I got to do with people wearing bonnets? I'm bald. What's up, Sally? You say I'm I'm bald. Just wanted to say hello, teacher. Well, hello. And you better not call the adults that told a liar. That would be your behind. Oh, I wish I would have told my mama that someone so loud on me. Ooh. 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 Child. Say I'm bald. That cracked me up. Yeah, I mean, listen, again, I love y'all. I know I still love y'all. I know y'all still love me. It just is what it is. I just don't see nothing wrong with what Monique said. Exactly. I live in New York and take the train everywhere, and there are homeless people who get on the train with clean outfits. There's no excuse. It's hard to trust people with your kids now. It's not like it was when I grew up. If you got money for a bonnet, you got money for a baseball cap. That's all I'm saying. Bonnet costs the same amount of money as a cap from the Dollar Tree. That's all I'm saying. Or a comb. Praise the Lord. A comb. That's all I'm saying. Really be, it's all about the changes all around us. It's all related. It's a trickle-down effect. My son is 17 and had to help his classmates tie their ties because they didn't know how. Something you have to learn at home. Right. That's some value that's instilled in you at home. That is absolutely true. At one of my schools I worked at, we had what they call it? Oh shoot. It was called, I don't remember the name of it, but it was basically a club for the boys. And every Monday they wore ties to school. They wore button-up shirts and ties to school. And the male teachers and the principal, it was run by the principal. And the male teachers would meet with the kids on Monday mornings, and they wore real ties, not clip-ons. And they taught them how to tie a tie. They taught them how to tie bow ties, and they taught them how to tie regular ties. And we even would donate ties in case kids didn't have the money, which was fine. You know, it was what it was. And so a lot of the female teachers, we would donate ties, you know, and the male teachers too. And they would get together in the morning, every Monday morning, and they would put on their ties, and they wore button-up shirts, and they wore ties every Monday, you know. And so it's like and that kind of picks up the slack for if they came from a home where it wasn't taught to them. I know El Teddy did that at his school. You know, y'all know when El Teddy does his football during football season, when he does his football picks, one thing he does on camera at the beginning while he's doing his football picks, he does a bow tie. He's tying a bow tie every Sunday. And when he was in the classroom, that's something that he wore a tie every day. Every day he wore a tie. And that's something that we talked about that before, that he did with his students. That's what I do. I take now listen, that doesn't bother me. If you put on a scarf, like I know I would do that sometime when I would wrap my hair and I would have my scarf on. Sometimes I throw on my baseball cap. You know what I'm saying? But I still wouldn't walk out without just the scarf. I'll put my cap on. Now I've done that before. But I don't know if I would do I've done that before, like running to the store, whatever. It's the people trying to connect the bonnet to our slave ancestors. The arguments people are making blow my mind. Child. We received some home training on taught manners back in the day. Our mothers and fathers ruled like drill sergeants, but it was for good. It was for good. It prepared us for real life. The lessons were priceless. I agree. You said in my town, they took away home ec, teaching you to clean, cook, interview, banking skills. Yeah, they took away home ec in most schools. Don't even listen. That's a whole nother conversation about what they took out of schools and all that good stuff. A bonnet and fuzzy slippers are not outside apparel. A tie is part of an actual outfit. Facts. Child, the stuff that I have seen down. No problem, because I'm about to get off here in a few minutes so I can go enjoy the verses as well. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Thank you so much. Somebody just sent me another Cash App. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's much appreciated. Thank you. I'm about to jump off of here too, because like I said, I ain't really mean to be on here as long as I've been on here, but I'm about to go check out this verses. You know, we'll come back and talk about the verses Swiss Beats and Timberland is the rematch. I'm expecting some guests to show up. I'm expecting this to be a little more, you know, than it was the first time around. So I would definitely get ready to drop off of here. I love all of y'all, even the people who disagree with me. Listen, we can agree to disagree and we can move forward. And I see y'all back here tomorrow to talk about the verses and the other stuff that we gonna talk about. I used to do after school programs teaching old time skill sets for the girls and boys that came to love it. Yeah. No, it's not Bow Wow. Child Bow Wow. No. I would not be hopping off nowhere to go watch Bow Wow and Soulja Boy do nothing. I promise you. It is Swiss Beats and Timberland. I promise you that I would not be dropping off of here to go watch Bow Wow and Soulja Boy do a damn thing. Before I leave, what is my opinion on Patrice colors and people counting her pockets? I mean, this is the way I feel about this. If she did something inappropriate with the money, then she needs to fix it. Period. If she didn't do anything inappropriate for the money, I do feel like she has an obligation to prove that she didn't do anything inappropriate with the money. I do feel that way. But if it was money that was given to her privately or it didn't have anything to do with the organization and she didn't mismanage the funds, I think that she should show it. I do. I think that when you're the head of an organization and that organization starts to get an influx of monetary donations and all of a sudden it look like you want to come up, people are going to ask questions, and I don't think people are wrong for asking questions. I'm probably not going to come back. Well, I don't anticipate coming back on tonight. I don't. If I do, it'll be after the verses to talk about the verses. But other than that, I ain't coming back on tonight. But I doubt I will. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.